Why is it that the very second you decide to step into the kitchen for a glass of water, or heaven forbid, try to use the bathroom alone, your toddler reacts as if you are embarking on a solo mission to Mars? We've all been there. You're inching toward the door, holding your breath, trying to be as silent as a ninja, and then, bam! The scream heard round the world. According to recent developmental surveys in major urban hubs like New York and Chicago, nearly 65% of parents report that their toddlers exhibit extreme clinginess that interferes with daily chores. But here is the kicker. The shocking truth that most parenting blogs won't tell you. At least 40% of that anxiety isn't just the age. It's actually being reinforced by simple, well-intentioned mistakes you are making every single day. If you've ever felt like a human jungle gym or wondered why your child has zero independent play skills, this episode is going to change your life. We are diving deep into the psychology of the Velcro Toddler and showing you exactly how to build a bridge toward independence. Most parents in the U.S. today are under immense pressure to be present. We are told to cherish every moment because they grow up so fast. Because of this cultural narrative, we've developed a fear of letting our children feel even a moment of distress. We think that being a good parent means being a constant parent. But here's the problem. When you are constantly available, when you never allow for a gap between your child's need and your response, you are unintentionally teaching their brain that they are incapable of functioning without your physical presence. Think about it. In the high-paced lifestyle of Los Angeles or the busy suburbs of New Jersey, we try to optimize parenting by removing all friction. But friction is where growth happens. When we remove the separation, we remove the opportunity for the child to realize, hey, mom left the room and I'm still okay. Experts at top institutions like Stanford have noted that this over-proximity actually triggers a biological dependency. The child's nervous system becomes co-regulated with yours to an unhealthy degree, meaning they literally cannot calm down unless they are touching you. So what is actually happening in that little brain? This is the part that 80% of parents completely miss. A landmark study conducted by the University of Minnesota's Institute of Child Development followed over 500 families over a 3-year period. They found that children whose parents practiced the sneak-away method, waiting until the kid is distracted by a toy and then bolting out the door, had cortisol levels that were nearly double those of children who had a clear, albeit tearful goodbye. The sneak away is the single biggest mistake you can make. Why? Because it creates a state of hyper-vigilance. If mom can disappear into thin air at any moment, the toddler decides they can never stop watching her. They stop playing with their blocks and start monitoring your every move. On the flip side, the study showed that children who experienced predictable separation developed a much stronger internal secure base. The difference wasn't just a few tears, it was a fundamental shift in how the child perceived the world. One group saw the world as a place where people vanish. The other saw it as a place where people leave, but they always come back. To fix this, I want to introduce you to a framework I call the secure method. This isn't just a theory. It's a tactical roadmap used by child psychologists to rewire the attachment loop. SECURE stands for S, short separations, E, emotional neutrality, C, consistent rituals, U, unwavering confidence, R, realistic expectations, and empowered play. Let's break down the first 3 because they are the foundation. Short separations means you start practicing leaving the room for just 30 seconds. Even if they cry. You aren't leaving the house, you're just going to the hallway. Emotional neutrality is the hardest part. When your child screams, you cannot react with high-pitched, "Oh honey, I'm so sorry." That tells the child, wow, mom is worried, so I should be terrified. Instead, you need to be as boring as a weather reporter in a drought. And consistent rituals. This is your secret sauce. A simple, I love you, I'll be back in 5 minutes, see you soon, with a specific hand gesture or a high five. This creates a predictable bridge for the child to walk across emotionally. Let's look at a real-world example. Take Sarah, a mom in Seattle. Her 2-year-old, Leo, was so clingy she couldn't even cook dinner without him screaming at her ankles. Sarah was making the sneak-away mistake every single day. We implemented the secure method. Step 1. She stopped sneaking out. Step 2. She started the kitchen gap. She would put Leo in his high chair with some crayons, say the ritual phrase, and walk into the kitchen for exactly 2 minutes, even if he whined. At first, it was rough. But by day 4, Leo realized the ritual meant Mom was coming back. By week 3, he was playing with his crayons for 20 minutes while she actually finished a meal. It wasn't magic, it was biology. We retrained Leo's brain to trust the absence. We see the same pattern in daycare centers in Boston. The kids who have a quick and confident goodbye transition into play 5 times faster than the kids whose parents linger and offer one more hug for 20 minutes. Now, let's talk about empowered play. This is where most parents drop the ball. We think we have to entertain our toddlers. If you are always the director of fun, your child never learns to be the architect of play. To fix this, you need to set up an independent station. This is a safe area with open-ended toys. Think wooden blocks, silk scarves, or even plastic Tupperware. The goal is to start with parallel play. You sit near them, but you do your work. Maybe you read a book or fold laundry. You don't engage. Then, you slowly increase your physical distance over 2 weeks. If you're in a small apartment in New York City, this might just mean moving to the other side of the couch. If you're in a house in the suburbs, it might mean moving to the next room. The key is to ignore the attention-seeking whines, but celebrate the independent discovery. If they show you a block tower, you don't say, "Great job." You say, "You built that all by yourself." Shift the focus from your approval to their capability. If you want to take this to the next level, you need to master the emotional handoff. This is a technique used by top-tier educators. When you are leaving your child with a sitter or at school, don't just hand them the child. Hand the authority to the other person. Say to your child, "I'm going to work now, and Miss Jenny is the boss of the fun today. She knows exactly how to build those towers with you." This signals to the child's brain that you trust the environment. If you look worried or keep checking your watch, your child's amygdala, the fear center of the brain, goes into red alert. They think, "If Mom is scared to leave me here, I must be in danger." Mastering your own poker face is the ultimate advanced parenting skill. It's about projecting a level of calm that says, "I am confident in your ability to handle this." Research shows that parents who score high on parental self-efficacy, the belief that they can handle parenting challenges, have children with significantly lower separation anxiety. It starts with you. Let's recap the roadmap for the next 30 days. Week 1. Stop the sneak away. Implement your goodbye ritual for every single exit, even if you're just going to the garage. Keep it under 10 seconds. Week 2. The gap training. Practice leaving the room for 2 to 5 minutes during independent station time. Do not go back in if they whine. Only go back when they are quiet for at least 10 seconds. Week 3. The confident handoff. Use the authority transfer when leaving them with a spouse or sitter. Week 4. Observe the shift. You will notice your child starts to check in less and explore more. Start today, right after this episode. When you need to get up to do something, don't wait for them to be distracted. Look them in the eye, say your ritual, and walk away with your head held high. You aren't being mean. You are being a leader. Comment below with the word confidence if you're committing to trying the secure method this week. I read every single comment and I want to hear your wins. In the next episode, we're going to talk about the bedtime battle and how to stop the 2 a.m. visits to your room. Until then, stay calm, stay consistent, and remember, you're raising a future adult, not just a current toddler. See you next time.